brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, a good one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers on Monday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. And we are underway here in Silicon Valley. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Ready? Liking 70 Timberwolves. Street.
Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Liking 18. Set. Hurt. 19 tight. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Check, Bobcat.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
19, 60 Bison.
Now, faking the give. Off-balance throw.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game. Like, I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball, they knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Back to throw. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, 49.
At the 48-yard line.
Big Lion. Come on.
Now a handoff, running right. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Unlock Lion. Let's go now. Ready?
They'll stick with him again. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
They'll look to throw here on first down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a third.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 14.
On third down, they go with Cook. They'll be taken down well short of the first down. Gain of about 4. And it brings up fourth down. Kind of be fair, Barron, coming on to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Fair Barron's kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Tight end going in motion here. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Drop 60, drop 60. Here we go, back. Cowboy 80.
He'll look to throw. Forced out wide. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. First down, Packers.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Buffalo 18.
Throwing now on first and 10. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Rolling down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. 3-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. They'll come up here first and 10.
Come on, come on. 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
They'll look to throw again. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Cowboy 80. Rig alert, rig alert. 18, Pioneer. Steady.
They'll look to throw yet again. Moving outside the pocket. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Ready, set.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Packers. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
5-yard line. So a gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5.
Cougar 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Third and 5.
60 average. 60. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. Taken at about the 6. Looked like he over the seam for a moment. He's taken down after a solid return. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Come on, come on, go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look for the home run ball. This one broken out. It's incomplete. The defender second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's out of bounds up close to the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Back. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to the air one more time. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3.
65, check. Trap 50, trap 50.
And that is incomplete. Tucker Crash was the intended receiver there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. On comes the Packers punting team. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get something there on the return. Able to take this back to the 20-yard line.
Check, Bobcat. Here we go.
He'll try the right side this time. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Here we go. Lion. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. It'll be brought down shy of 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Dragon 60. Go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That one incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop at just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
18 Rattler. 79 Broncos.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
So it's 3rd down, and it just seems clear that he's just trying to do anything to keep the drive alive. But even though you're trying to keep the punt team off the field, you just can't be careless and reckless. And that's really what he ended up being, Mike. And defense takes advantage and takes it back to the house.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Johnson now to return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Micah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Johnson now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco. Ready.
Now give on the ground. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Ready, go.
They'll look to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. The 49ers out for the punt. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. And this is a pretty good result. That kick will head out of bounds.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
19.
They're going to motion the tight end over here.
Let's go.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, That's pretty impressive.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Tag. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Trap 60, trap 60. Bronco 80. 65 catch, 65 catch.
Now, faking the give. Got an open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Hold the set. Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hup.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
2nd and 10.
Go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so high. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
3rd, they need 8.
Come on, hey, smash. Bronco 80. Dragon 60.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Packers.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Cut 19, cut 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 70 Lions. Ready, right?
He'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Ready.
This one tacked forward on the pop pass. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
At the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Man in motion, heading right. They'll turn and hand this one off. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop them right at the line of scrimmage.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. One of the tight ends motions right. Back to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Johnson now to return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Hold the set. Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's going to go deep, looking for Reed.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Taken at the 19. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
Get it.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Cowboy 80.
So, three quarters have come and gone. And Monday Night Primetime continues after this.
Ready, break. Ready, 18, Rodgers, 18, 70, 60, Maverick, 60, Maverick. Ready, ready.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Third and long.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Buffalo 18. Check out.
He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Packers set to kick this one away. And he's on to punt for just the second time in this game. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. To the ground, a first down run. Into space. Inside the 30. And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
They motion a receiver right. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready, set.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Ready. 65, 79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
They'll motion a tight end right. Flush to his right. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
19, Charger, 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He's going to have that first down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
18 Cardinals.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Packers. He continues to score TDs at a remarkable rate. That's now 26 for him in 1 year. Right adds the extra point. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a give up the middle. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this one near the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Ready.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, shot alert. Go. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Right at midfield.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he'll work forward for a yard. That's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19 tight. 19. Ready.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he's got this one complete to Watkins. That's number 40 on the season for him. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready. Ghogh, nice.
Up the middle they go. Not much happening there. Just a short game. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Panther Street. Panther Street.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. And the Packers will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Cowboy 8.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion.
Panther 6. Ready.
Now a run on first down. Got room at the 30. Down the sideline, past the 45. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready. Break. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Here's a toss as they look to run. Up the sideline. Past the 30. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 30-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 53 yards. It's first down, and they'll run. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
At the 28-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down.
Ready. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Completes a Pearsall. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. He's got it at the 3. And he'll be brought down there